is that? Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God!
And if you found this recording, you have to share it, or it'll be after you too. Hey everyone, and welcome to Found Footage Fridays. Hope you're having a great Friday. Hope it's even better now that you're listening to me. I am happy to do this video this week because in the busyness that is Found Footage Fridays and Voices from the Mausoleum and the stuff that I do personally as Mike and Serial, I forgot to mention that my year anniversary of doing Found Footage Fridays passed in March. So I kind of want to just do a little bit of a year in review and what it all meant to me, and what everybody's support means to me. So let me just go ahead and say thank you all who have supported me and welcomed me into the Voices from the Mausoleum family, and especially for Found Footage Fridays. A huge shout out to Angel for trusting me to be her partner in all of this. It has been such a great year. I know I did a kind of a 6-month recap of the things that happened in the first half, but I am just so excited, and I couldn't have imagined all of the fun things that I've gotten to do through Found Footage Fridays and Voices from the Mausoleum. And a few big things that have happened for me is getting to do the Found Footage Festival circuit. Back in October, I got to do the Unnamed Footage Festival's 24-hour Found Footage Festival. That was a really fun time. That is a test of strength to people's willingness to stay up for found footage horror, all the new and old. It was such a fun time. And honestly, I feel like Unnamed Footage Festival always comes up with the most creative types of things for their festivals. And you have to when you're dealing with found footage. And again, it was such a fun time. I got to see so many amazing shorts, so many amazing features like the Point Pleasant tapes and more. But the experience itself of trying to stay up for 24 hours with new friends and old friends. It's a huge chat room where we're all talking about the same thing we're watching, because it is basically just one big live stream for 24 hours. We are all watching the same thing. People jump in and out because they make the great decision to take naps and do stuff. I make the bad decisions of drinking more Alanis and trying to stay up for 24 hours and take 5-minute naps. It made it a very fun experience. But with that, I then also got the chance to remotely cover the Real Film Festival that takes place in March in San Francisco that they just did. I also did a video on that. So I won't go into too much detail, but it was such a fun experience to cover these brand new features and the shorts that are coming out in found footage. And like I said in my last video, it really makes me excited for what's to come. There are so movies that are coming out. Again, Primal Darkness just hit Found TV, as well as Loner will be coming out. That's coming straight out of Panic Fest. That's going to be coming to Found TV as well. But Unnamed had some great movies like Saming, Heritage, Infirmary. There was just so much to watch, and I had just a fantastic time doing so. So shout out to Unnamed Footage Festival for allowing me to remotely cover it. I definitely want to go in person to the festival in the future because they just have so many cool events, and you get to meet the filmmakers there as well. So I definitely want to do that. But those were some big highlights of my first year doing Found Footage Fridays. Um, there were great movies that I got to watch and review, either by myself or with Angel. One big one was Horror in the High Desert 4 Majesty. We are huge fans of the director Dutch. So I was excited that I got to see a screener of it and then get to let people know that this movie is coming out and that they should watch it. It is a great installment to one of my favorite found footage franchises of all time, and it makes me excited for what's to come with that franchise as well. Uh, Angel has always been able to have some of these movies in the past, so it was great that I got to be a part of it, as well as movies like we covered Strange Harvest, which for last year I think was one of the top found footage films for both myself and Angel. It was brutal. I It's been a while since I've seen something that made me feel that way in found footage. And then I got to watch and review a movie that I absolutely love. And I was so scared that it was already covered because Angel in the past has covered so many amazing movies. But we got to cover together Mom, Mother of Monsters, which is one of my favorites because it's so stressful, it's so tense, it's so anxiety inducing. But you know what wasn't? Our interview with the director, Tasia Lyman, because she was such a sweetheart. She is so calm and reserved, and it was a great learning experience in that interview to see how much time and effort she went into researching the topics. And I think that's why the movie comes off with such a delicate touch to such a strong and heavy topic revolving like evilness in your kids, and like as a parent, if you see that evilness in your children, and like it touches on mass shootings and like things that are just really heavy topics, especially here in the United States where these things happen quite often. But so much research was done and we got to learn so much of what she did, and like I said, it came off in the movie. And then another movie that was beyond bonkers and stressful was Be My Valentine, that we got to check out beforehand before it hit Found TV. And then we got to interview the amazing director behind it as well, Stephanie Davis. Uh, that was a great interview for me because she is such a found footage fan, and you can see it in her work, but like hearing her talk about her references, the movies that she referenced to Be My Valentine, things like the Andy Baker tape, like she did some pretty deep cut type of stuff, so you knew that she was such a fan. And it really shows across her film Be My Valentine. Again, that movie is such a wild movie. It's about a woman's obsession with finding love, but not letting the person that she's in love with know that she's in love with them. And that's all we're really gonna tell you. Go ahead, watch the review, watch the interview, and then watch Be My Valentine on Found TV, which Found TV has still been such a big partner for me in 2026, in my whole year of doing content creation, especially with Voices from the Mausoleum. The team behind it are the most amazing people I have ever met. They are such champions of mine, and I am of theirs. So everything that we have all been doing together in 2026 has just been absolutely amazing and making this such an amazing ride. Uh, I can't wait to do more unique stuff with Angel for Found Footage Fridays, like covering the Greylock tapes, which was such a cool experience because I'm not really into analog series. Angel is, and we decided like that might be a fun thing to tackle on Found Footage Fridays. Cover each episode of an analog series. We covered the Greylock tapes or the Greylock, and that had some good reception. We did see some good views on that. So it seems like you guys enjoy that a lot. So I'm hoping we get to do another analog series. I think we might have something in the works for that. And I want to continue to do stuff. I think that's the fun part of Found Footage Fridays is we like to pick things that other people aren't always watching. We like to try and do stuff that not everyone is doing. And I think you guys really gravitate to that because we see so much support from you all. And I can't wait to keep doing more stuff with for you all and getting that continued support. So if you guys have any ideas or things that you want us to cover, put it in the comments. Reach out to us on our socials. You can find me on Instagram at Mike and Cereal. Give me a follow. You can DM me any ideas you may have. I love to hear what you guys have to say. And again, this has been such an amazing year, and I can't wait to keep doing more. So, with that being said, have a great Friday and hope to see you all next week.